often they've got like major items.
It was locked from the other side.
So I have to go back down. Sarah's saying
Let you choke on these words.
ballroom cocktail. Okay, so we change the ballroom to pre-show ritual.
The cult in the play was called the Cult of the Tree. With their deer masks, they were the backwoods echo of the cult of the woods urban horror.
Key. 209. Nice. This 205. 209 is down here.
Hey, Alan. Tim Breaker, in case you don't remember again.
I know, Tim. I'm remembering more now.
It's good to hear, man.
How's your search for Mr. Door going?
It's not great. This dream we're in, putting a lot of roadblocks in my way.
So you think this is a dream?
I'm not ruling it out. You know, my dreams have always been incredibly vivid. They feel real until the second I wake up. In the dreams, I'm often someone else. A different person with a different name, living a different life in a different world. It's alternate realities, maybe. But certain things don't change. like door.
The sketch you have does look like the door I know. The talk show host.
All I know is the door has something to do with what's happening to me. And he knows that I know. He's like some sadistic mastermind torturing me.
Something else. The map, so that's good. Point of interest, player pack, yeah. 202's locked. First floor, okay, that's good. There's three back here. First floor now? It is. Shit, okay, so you don't actually get downstairs.
Wait.
This guy's monster.
These are my words.
It's just that.
Some are actual events, some are forgotten ideas. No, it's good. No, it will work. They're my inspiration, elements for my story to make it more true, even the parts that are true. I must change reality to escape. The writing has to be just right, or else it'll all just wash away.
Been there. Let's do something in this room because so I've got too many flares. Maybe I should put stuff in the shoebox. Find it. Look at that. Okay, so there's I guess now they've got a new scene, I can go back to the container. Oh, I say shotgun. There you go, man. So I need to make some space somehow. Seems like I'm kind of stuck up. I'm gonna just check them out. There's a shoebox. They go most. So let's go back to the the entrance and use it to see if the ballroom thing does anything here. Entrance hall, running up the pre-show ritual. Okay. Ballroom. I only have the pre-show ritual, so not really much else I can do on stage. Let's show you. So this is an investigation here. That's where you go to the second floor. There's a battery here. I didn't get that. There's an echo. Can't get in there yet. Everything's here. I guess we'll go back up to the city. The goal is find out what happened in the ballroom. Okay. I think I've got it too. So let's go back to the ballroom and figure it out. I don't think there's any way I can access this It's possible that opens up after we change the ballroom to something else. Or the scene change. So there must be something here since it changed it that sort of helps move along. Or we change it back to the ballroom. Cool. Okay. Keep your mask on, make it weird. Okay, so rehearsal's now in 202. And the rehearsal of 219 is now in 202. So I don't know if that means anything. Investigate the rehearsal room 219 to 202. Past 209. Oh shit. Steve. 3, 1, 5.
This is where they gathered before the play. This is where it began.
So I guess we can change. I don't know if this is a new scene. I see a rehearsal room. We want
The story was affecting the scene. Another vision.
Why Why set up a play in a hotel? Why this hotel?
Because the rent is cheap? No. The ocean view was perfect for this. It's said to be haunted. Dark stories about murder, death, suicide. Supposedly, an actual cult once performed an unspeakable ritual to summon something in the ballroom. Did we summon the same thing? Tapped into something horrifying? It seemed like it was part of the play, but it wasn't. Does that sound crazy?
You don't want to ask me about crazy, kid.
A haunted hotel. Yes. That's a trope for a reason.
Summoning in the ballroom. Okay, I've got a haunted and the. Wait, am I giving you the light?
It's getting real, all right. I recognized my writer's room on the stage.
What is this stuff? One charge, that's nice. One inventory, that's nice too. Resources and points of interest? I've got a lot of that. I reckon inventory is good. We'll get more.
I almost dreaded the ideas this would conjure up.
In this room? Nice set you got here. What was the scene in this room?
Well, this is what we call the writer's room. In the play, it's where the devil rewrites reality whilst God is asleep. The devil was our star role. I got a big-time celebrity to play him, and he was method acting the role to perfection. He never broke character, always wore the cult mask. His name was scratched out on the posters.
And who was this mystery celebrity? Let me guess. Alan Wake?
I wish I could tell you, but turns out there were masks upon masks. Whoever he really was, shit got weird when he was around. Some of the crew joked that we'd actually hired the devil to play himself.
Mr. Scratch is the devil. He was born to play the role.
I had to agree with Casey on that.
Maybe the flashbang would be good here.
I recognized my writer's room on the stage. I almost dreaded the ideas this would conjure up.
Nice set you got here. What was the scene in this room?
Well, this is what we call the writer's room. In the play, it's where the devil rewrites reality whilst God is asleep. The devil was our star role. I got a big-time celebrity to play him, and he was method acting the role to perfection. He never broke character, always wore the cult mask. His name was scratched out on the posters.
Mm-hmm. And who was this mystery celebrity? Let me guess. Alan Wake?
I wish I could tell you, but turns out there were masks upon masks. Whoever he really was, shit got weird when he was around. Some of the crew joked that we'd actually hired the devil to play himself.
Mr. Scratch is the devil. He was born to play the role.
I had to agree with Casey on that.
Okay. So let's go meet haunted here, but
The scene changed with the story.
looked really aggressive. Oh.
This was dark, but the story had to be dark. The devil's path up the staircase was draped in blood.
Stick it up. Now the staircase is maintenance. Lots of stuff.
I felt the presence of a new idea here.
Mr. Scratch, if that's who the actor playing the devil was, had stayed in the hotel. Asking around at reception who got me a room number. 666. He had requested that room, specifically. The devil had a sense of humor. Or he really didn't. It was funny either way. According to the director, the actor hadn't mingled with the rest of the cast. He had only come out for the play. And always in character.
Scratch had been here. I could sense his presence lingering in the room. I was about to have another killer idea.
Let's talk about the murder victim. Okay, let's talk about the murder victim. The lady who was killed in the climax of the play.
The leading lady. Oh, it was an honor to get to work with her. A grand dame for sure. She went back a long time. Kept insisting she had seen the long-lost original script of the play. She'd been with this mysterious writer, his muse. That was her role in the play. The muse.
She was staying in room 108, where the murder happened.
The set of the final scene, right. The devil comes, an unstoppable force crashing through the hotel through each scene, executed with devastating mastery. And all leading up to him meeting his muse. It turns out he knew her. He'd only joined the play to get to her.
To murder her.
You again. you again. The dark presence had come for me, drawn to the story I was writing as it grew darker. The muse was the murder victim. The final scene took place in room 108.
There's the lake. Lost on the shore between the forest and the ocean. I feel like it's the home that we saw at the lake. It's on the side.
This was the murder site. There was a record at the bottom of the bathtub, beneath the body. Somehow it was important. Another step. Somehow I was closer to home. Closer than ever before. It's you again. The FBI agent. Saga Anderson. I'm closer now. I can feel it. You helped me get closer to escaping.
Rick? Are we still trapped? The clicker. We can...
You know about the clicker. It can help us. I destroyed the dark presence with it last time. You can help. You can find it. You must find it.
I can get it to you. I have to understand. Did you write the story?
Alice is in danger. I have to stop Scratch. I have to find Return. I need to get back to my apartment. I'm writing a story to get through. Initiation. It's the only way.
Finish the story. You can do that. You can write out...
It lasted only for a moment, like two planets passing in orbit. Saga Anderson was helping me go deeper, closer to escape, somehow. I had to trust her. Parliament Tower. I had to get back to my apartment, my study. I had to find the manuscript of Return.
Some say that it moves forever, this road that I lose you on every time.
So let's keep going. Where was I coming from? Stuffing this. Let's get the fuck out of here. We're not
Parliament Tower was here, again. Zane said the manuscript of Return was the key to escaping. I had to get it before Scratch did.
Had I chosen to pursue the cult, or had they chosen me for some unknowable purpose? To be a demon, to sort the clues based on my interpretation, to change that which I observed. It was all a play. Shadows on the wall of a cave, an echo of the true events that happened somewhere else. Was I there to watch the shadows, or was I a shadow too? In a performance set up for someone else.
So we could switch to Saga now. Or we could just keep going with Alan and we'll switch to Saga after that. I don't feel like I did too much of Alan, but then Saga's almost quite long. So we did all of the Coffee World, I think, and we did all of the other stuff. Where's Parliament Tower? Oh, Misty Door. Oh, I see. Here's Parliament Tower. Where's Parliament Tower? That's the biggest building. What's this one? That's where you find your first elevator. What's on the hilt of the shop? See? An eagle and feathers, I think.
Go to hell!
I feel like Mr. Scratch is kind of like the abusive partner, husband of Alice, and then, you know, it's Alan Wake's just trying to like justify, like it's like a separate person. Mr. Scratch's like, "It wasn't
Alice
me,
had
it was
turned the
Mr.
bathroom
Scratch."
into a dark room.
But it's actually, and I found this is interesting as well because Alice escaped Mr. Scratch by going to the dark place, which is the dark room, right? So Alan Wake's being abusive, and she calls him Mr. Scratch because maybe she scratched him, and then to escape her abusive husband, she goes to the dark place, which is the dark room, because she takes up photography. And she said that before she took up photography and she set cameras up around the house to capture Mr. Scratch. And she did that so she could do an exhibition. That was her like idea, unsuccessful. So like Alan Wake becomes a successful writer, she feels like she can't, she doesn't really do much with her photography, and then he starts becoming less successful. He has writer's block, and then starts becoming abusive, and then she like channels that abuse into photography. That's my feeling about what's happening so far. And see, like in one of the photos, it's like Alan comes back, Mr. Scratch comes home like abusive. But in that top left one, he's dead. That's the game over one. He's dead. So maybe she kills him, and then this is like his purgatory to answer for like his mistreatment of his wife. No such thing as too personal. The photos are mean. You just need to show a glimpse, make you see what's beneath the surface. Nothing more going on in this. Like the first game is kind of like set up, I guess. Like he goes to the town to find Alice, blah 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 blah. And then this one, it's kind of like he's trapped in his own purgatory because he has to answer for the street tomorrow. So I think Alan Wake like disappears for a bit or something. He goes like a drunken binge and then comes back and then she kills him.
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened by the confusion, the shock, the guilt, the fear. I could barely get out of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals. I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for. And he still checks in, even after he moved out west.
Alice's work had consumed the apartment. Her whole life.
The darker the better. So maybe, yeah, we're actually in Alice's dark place. Like we're in her story. Like the one that she created.
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world. It was the perfect image of the horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera. There was was something in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show. The more shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough. I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for.
I feel like this picture here of Scratch is like what the first game's like cover looked like.
There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot, put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
The full manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness. Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in. Try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
Some say that it moves forever, this road that I lose you on every time. Some say that it moves forever, this road. Some say that it moves forever, this road that I lose you on every time. Some say that it moves forever, this road. It's not meant for me. The meant only for you, I see. Wake up, it's only a dream on a winding road. Now they're in my bed, in the dark chamber of my head. I flip you over until you bend this winding road.
Scratch stopped me before I could finish my edits to the manuscript. The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice. Zane had said we worked on Return together. That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower. A new draft of Initiation. I don't have time for this, so let's get over with. Tell me, was this all fake? A show?
No one said otherwise, Mr. Wake. It was to indulge you, but we can stop pretending now.
Masks come off.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I don't even think you know who's under your mask, but you know how to make things difficult for yourself. All these rules, endless, convoluted loops you insist on going through. You are so lucky, you know. There are so many people helping you. Armies of people. Myself. Your wife.
Alice. I need to get to her. She's in danger.
She is. Because of you. And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this. You keep opening doors. Peeking in. Reaching through to get what you want, and that puts you in my path.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have to go now.
Maybe you will make it through this time. This has gone on long enough. This and our Night Springs. It was a nice distraction.
It's time someone gave me a straight answer here.
The next time we meet, the circumstances will be very different. And you would do well to return the favor by playing your part. Or stay out of my way, Mr. Wake.
Whatever you say. Door, Zane, the masks were finally coming off. Was it a sign I was closer to escaping? I had no time to waste.
Alan Wake.
It's starting to flood.
Here is the light at the end of the tunnel.
Jumalauta, that held you close, Tom. Mutta go onward, set the granny in the snow. When the panic is biggest, the help is also near.
Door didn't seem happy to see me this time.
Fearing the master is the root of wisdom. But don't let the game get you down. He's playing his role. Maybe put him in your films, Tom, like you have put me. Sehän olisikin.
What films?
I'm a fan of your masterworks. There is Tom the Poet, my favorite, and Yötön Yö is the most famous one, of course. And is it true what I hear, that it's coming back to cinemas soon? Is there a bottom to this rumor?
I need to get back to my apartment. Can you help me?
Well, plan is half done. You asked me to make sure you won't forget mikä se valokuva oli? The light pictures. The photos you artist wife took. They are waiting in the shoebox in the basement. What you leave behind, you find in front of you.
Okay. Thanks, Adi.
Did that help me? I didn't think it did. Shoebox. This should be. I'm not in the basement. Yeah, I might take a flashlight. I guess. What's a play game? That's what's in the house. Alright, I might just call it there, and then we'll keep going down like this afternoon / tonight. I'm just gonna go. I'm not going out now. I'm just gonna chill out and maybe do some work or something. I don't even know how far through the game we are, so I hope we're not that far. I feel like I just want to keep playing the game. I just want to keep going and unravel the story. I don't really want to. I don't want it to end. I don't feel like I've done that much yet. But 11 hours. I think how long to beat says it's 17, so maybe. So how many? Relate to how many initiation chapters? I'm gonna say it's 20. Let's hope. I think so. It says we're up to initiation 7, which is close to the finish, and then return.
To just play through Saga's story, but this has forced us into Alan.
I don't know. Either way, so it looks like we're in initiation 7, so we should switch to Saga, I think now. because I think it goes up to Initiation 9. So we might be through most of Alan's story. Who knows? So it looks like we've played much more of Alan's story than Saga's. It could be that Saga's story is like more substantial than Alan's one, because you like do more exploration and stuff, while Alan's is like trapped in like a dreamscape. So we'll do Saga next time. We'll go to Saga this afternoon and we'll keep going. Okay, Chicky? And I'll talk to you a bit later on. I'll let you know. Just let me know if you're not going to be here, okay?